This year in San Antonio, there are two types of basketball fans. Those who have already seen Charles Bassey play and those who wish they had. He's already being called the best player from our town since Shaq, and he's only a freshman. But for Charles, this season isn't about how much popularity he can gain. Basketball is all about two words: team and family.
My team, we're good. It's just team game, teamwork. There's nobody in the state that can defeat us.
They say nobody can defeat them, and the way they've started 2016, it looks like they're right. The St. Anthony Yellow Jackets opened the calendar year 10-0. They say they're not just a team, they're a family. And the leader of this family can tell this season is much different than years past.
This year has just been, practices have been better, practices have been more competitive, practices have been more intense. And oh yeah, there's a big 6'10" kid in the middle now.
Oh, that guy? I barely noticed him. That's 6'10" freshman Charles Bassey. And it doesn't take a trained eye to realize on the court, he is special.
He's a once-in-a-lifetime kid, you know, I mean, a 6'10" freshman that can do the things that he can do.
I just play to win games. So my teammates just help me make points. Thus they pass me the ball and I finish everything.
Charles can shoot the three. Charles can bring the ball up the floor. Charles can dribble. Charles can pass. And he can dunk.
That game-breaking talent was on display the very first time Charles stepped in the gym. This year's freshman basketball tryouts, well, they started off with a bang.
First shot, three. Whew, swish, swish, swish. And not perfect form, but really close. And I was like, oh, you know, this is going to be good.
Well, Coach, I hate to say it, but you were wrong. For Charles, this season has been better than good. It's been great. So great that he's drawn comparisons to San Antonio's best hoops product. Remember this guy?
Well, secret is me blocking shots and getting rebounds and making my shots well. That's the secret.
Well, the big diesel Shaquille O'Neal better watch out, because the parallels between these two players, well, they're very clear.
They compare me to Shaquille O'Neal like he bluffed. Shaquille O'Neal bluffed. He dunked. Shaquille O'Neal dunked. He posts. Shaquille O'Neal posts. He makes points. Shaquille O'Neal makes points. Compare me to Shaquille O'Neal is like, I'm never yet there yet. I need to still work more.
It's obvious Charles is a really special kid, you know, I mean, and not just as a basketball player, but I mean as a young man, as a member of our family here at St. Anthony. He's just come in and he's really acclimated quickly.
How quickly? Well, less than a year ago, Charles was living with his other family, his biological one in Nigeria. That was before they made the tough decision to send him halfway across the world to chase his dream of playing basketball.
I had to go from Nigeria to Ajax, Amsterdam. I got to take a plane from Ajax, Amsterdam to Atlanta. And I take a plane from Atlanta to Houston because I got family in Houston. Then I drove from Houston to San Antonio. That was a long trip.
Little did he know, once that long trip ended, the hard part would begin. Just days after Charles made it to San Antonio, he received the worst possible news.
His mom died 2 weeks into the school year here, and that was a real difficult time. And without going into a whole lot of detail, she died in an accident over in Nigeria, and it was a pure accident. I mean, it was.
For the first time, the St. Anthony family was truly tested emotionally, and they answered the call.
You know, it's hard for anybody to go through that, much less a kid that is, you know, 1,500 miles away from home, first time away from home, and finds out through a phone call. That's when we really, as a team, we really kind of started really caring, you know, and really, it's more than just basketball for us. Do you believe?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe?
Yes, sir.
Now, just months removed from tragedy, but still thousands of miles from home, what keeps Charles focused and away from negativity? His new family. 11 teenage boys, 2 high school coaches, and 1 sport that he has grown to love.
I got my teammates on my back. So with my teammates giving me the ball, I know what I can do with the ball. So with my teammates, no pressure.
You guys heard Charles say he doesn't feel pressure. Well, apparently that pressure-free approach is working. Yesterday, St. Anthony punched their ticket to the state semifinals. That means Charles is just 2 wins away from adding the words state champion to his already impressive resume.